Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. On the visiting sideline, there's head coach Shane Steichen. His squad losers last week after a victory in the season opener. His counterpart on the Titans sideline is Brian Callahan. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. With my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, Joey Sly, set to get this one going. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts, and they are led by their big quarterback who's trying to find his way in the NFL. Year 3 for Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
You look back at last week's film, Mike, and the reality is if he protects the ball a little bit better, they probably win that game. So it's that very delicate balance between, yeah, we love the touchdown passes. We love the ability to push the ball downfield through the air, but it can't come at the expense of giving the ball to our opponent with extra possession. So he's got to find that balance in his mind when it's time to attack. And when it's time to just make the smart play, just take the easy ball.
A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 38 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Ready. They go right back to Taylor. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Once to his right, taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's down at the 3. What a run. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
Taylor, and this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Will Hernandez out of UTEP. Guilty that time. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Here we go. Here we go. Out of shotgun. Richardson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
Well, we had a feeling, Mike, from talking to them this week in our meetings that they wanted to put last week behind them as quickly as possible. They could not wait for this ball to be kicked off here today, and it couldn't have gone better. They take the opening possession, they go right down the field and come away with a touchdown, and I'm not sure how many people on that sideline can even remember the score from last weekend.
Next to score, Colts 7, Titans nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So out come the Titans, and they are led, Greg, by Cam Ward. Same alma mater as you, University of Miami, the #1 overall pick in this past April's draft.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Ready, ready. Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. Come on, come on. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
He'll get this out wide, and he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Ready, ready. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, shot. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, here's Ward. His pass caught. It's Chigokankwa. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He'll try and run for the 1st down with Pollard. And he will have a Titans 1st down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
He's beyond midfield. This is the 45. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
19.
Play fake. Now Ward to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get forward. Gives him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds. And that's going to bring up third down.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Throwing on third down. Ward. A quick throw right side.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
And that is no good. He missed it, and they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On play action, Richardson. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll Foul forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Come on, set.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Colts first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward, and he'll try to use that size and push over, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's 4th down.
This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Colts will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans head coach Brian Callahan there as his guys take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Pack 60.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Go.
To throw is Ward. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
70.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. Whoa! And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Again, it's Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Van Jefferson there. And it's going to bring up third down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Anthony Gould now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-ones. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run after catch. I think he's a good fit because remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11.
Tag! Bronco 80. Let's go.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Well, left side, taken in by Ironman. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A pick up there of 19 yards. First down for Tennessee.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
At the Colts' 49-yard line.
Go! 70 Lions.
Here's Ward. Here comes the screen to Spear. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 3rd down, here's Pollard. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
The penalty is declined.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
They snap it to Ward. That's taken in, and he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Comeback route, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. And throw right on the money for the former Miami quarterback, and it's a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat. Ready?
Pollard. Wow. And he's in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown Titans. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
Tries extra point, up and good. And the Titans will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule and the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, There's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following the score, in this case a field goal drive, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail,
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drop. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drop. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready, get. Ready.
Now Ward going to hold on to it, and no place to go. He's taken down behind the line.
the decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
This is 3rd and 6.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
Out of the gun, Ward. Flush to his right. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play. And good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
The Colts offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Richardson. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Oh, now flags come in.
False start.
Looks like movement up front, and 3rd down just became a lot tougher. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 50. To throw, it's Richardson. That one, oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball is out. The Titans may have recovered, yes. Tennessee ball.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Hold the ready.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing, Ward. That one intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And good running on the return. That'll help him out. Get the ball right around the 45-yard line.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Ready.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that play. One first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
70.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down.
Throwing is Richardson. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Raymond Jones in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready.
Here's Richardson. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the
Here's Richardson. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Warren. Touchdown Colts. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday, Mike. We were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, Mike, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
Titans offense make their way out, take over once more. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain. Brings up
Ready.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Nashville in a moment.
Ready.
It is
Break.
2nd and 9.
Come on. Set. 19 Tiger.
Throwing is Ward. That's to the right inside and incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there. And it'll be third down.
9 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
That's good.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's good for a Titan first down.
We're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
That's caught by Tyler Lockett.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
From the gun on third down. Ward. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Off his foot, Mike, this ball was just never on target. He might have been hoping for it to work a little left to right, but it just didn't want to cooperate. It ends up staying wide left.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. He'll step up and win this.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Ready?
From the gun on third down, Richardson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Roll!
A gain of 7. First down, Indianapolis.
Richardson.
Hey, check that.
Right back to Warren again. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in this second quarter. So now Shane Steichen will send out the field goal unit. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. A sad day for some, the official final day of summer. Fall begins in the USA tomorrow, so time for one more summer fling, if you will. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And here's a guy who took a big step forward last year, Chase Brown. Chalk it up for a 59-yard touchdown. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans head coach Brian Callahan there as his guys take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18.
Running here, it's Pollard. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hiking, 18.
Good throw to Marquillo, and that's caught by Iomanis. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, here's Ward. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. There's Shane Steichen, the Colts head coach. His guys head out for their next possession. He'll be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10.
Got it. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They go right back to Taylor. And work them down up beyond the 30. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Indianapolis.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Go.
Now it's Taylor. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case,
he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got it.
Richardson sacked. A loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
60.
Now Richardson. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Sebastian Joseph Day. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. Colts about to kick this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Tony Pollard heading out the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drop. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down.
Ready up.
Here's Pollard running left, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
this play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Set it. Cougar 19.
Back to throw is Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First and 10.
Ready.
They run, it's out of the gun, and that's Spears. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Hold it ready.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. 18.
Play action. Ward moving to his right. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Set. Viking.
On 1st and 10, Ward down quickly to Rocket.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And we've been sitting up here wondering, when are they going to get their young, talented rookie involved? And they finally made it happen. He's able to get the ball inside the red zone with his first catch of his career.
To the goal line and in. Jig Okonkwo. Touchdown, Tennessee. His first touchdown of the new campaign. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Slides extra point, up and good. And the Titans are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Go.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it.
Holding offense.
Come on. Hit.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Hey, check that.
Brings up 2nd and long.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. The Colts about set to punt. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This returnable from inside is on 40. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drop. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. Not much happening there, just a short game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 9. Shotgun snap for Wolf. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down.
9 yards to go.
Go! Cavity Lions! Go!
Out of the gun, Ward. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The Titans sending out their punt.
For the Titans.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. Flag comes in as he's forward for about 3 yards. But we'll need to check on the call.
Still first down.
Ready?
From the gun, Richardson. Now he'll run it. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
Off the zone read, this is Richardson. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense. And I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Right side, that is hauled in by Lawrence. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drop. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 18, come.
Now it's Ward. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
Let's go.
Throwing on third down, Ward. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Twitty Hay bursting through to bring him down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. This brought in out past the 20. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Up there of 28 yards.
Richardson. It's a gain of 28 yards.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at
Here
the
we go.
32-yard line.
Here's Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Fourth quarter commences. It's a run by Taylor. In a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Extra point coming now from Brown. He's got it. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
17.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jim DK. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. His fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboys, go.
On first down, it's Ward. He has Rocket over the middle. They're going to work this down inside the 45. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short game.
Here's Ward. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They'll try to sneak it here, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. Room up the sideline at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Get it. Ready.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. And they finally get him down. Good gain on the ground, but hold everything. Maybe a reason he got so free. Quentin Nelson, former All-Pro guard, guilty on that one.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. 18, cut.
To throw, it's Richardson. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
So you do a great job all game long. You build up a lead here late in the fourth quarter, but now you get sloppy. This turnover all of a sudden brings a renewed sense of energy to your opponent, who a minute ago thought this game was over, and now they got a little life.
The Titans offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On first down, Ward.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Left side, taken in by Ironman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and inches.
Let's go. 60 vices. 6.
They'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They snap it to Ward. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They begin with a zone read. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Come on, come on. Hey! Crack on, lady.
Give up the middle to Taylor. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
Ready?
and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He'll go play action. It's Richardson. He's got it at the 7. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Taylor. Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the 5.
Deputy! Hawk 70.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Second touch, and of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane, the goal line. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for third and goal. They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Here's Brown on now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Colts tack on one more to their lead.
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10.
Okay, break. Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Throwing is Ward. This one brought in by Ioman. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. Again, it's Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Chig Okonkwo was the intended receiver.
3rd down.
And it's going to be 3rd down.
Get up. Bronco 80.
To the air again. Ward. He's going to look deep here. Looking for Lockett. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
On the ready.
From the 48-yard line. Here's second down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Open man, downfield, it's Mitchell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 3. First down.
70 Timberwolves.
Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Second down, they need 7.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Brings up
Let's go now. Panther 60. Pat. Ready?
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor.
And they continue to lean on him in these short yardage, need to have it situations, tough yards. He's been getting them over and over throughout the course of the game, and he picks up more than enough there on 3rd down.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
at the 13-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 19.
Fakes the handoff and keeps it to himself. A powerful run just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is 1st and goal.
That's another. Colts, first down.
Here we go. Check.
1st and goal.
Viking 18.
So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They get the victory away from home in the division. So valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.